Hi, my name is Andy Kazama, and I have dual appointments both as a researcher at the Yerkes National Primate Research Center as well as an instructor position in the Emory Department of Psychology. In terms of my teaching, my goal is really to help students reach their potential by understanding how their own brains work. And for me, neuroscience is really like this ultimate liberal art because it's this combination of psychology, biology, physics, chemistry, and especially philosophy. So it's just this really fascinating field for me, and I hope that students walk away from every single one of my classes thinking about their world in a different way. And I'll never forget what my first neuroscience instructor, Dr. Julio Ramirez, said to me on my very first day of my intro neuroscience course. He told me that everything you are, all your emotions, your personality, your memories, even your spirituality, all that happens because neurons in your head either fired or didn't fire. And I still think about that to this day. So understanding why you behave the way you do, all the way down to the level of the neuron, I think can be a really enlightening experience. At least it was for me. I answer this question with another quote from an educator, Lawrence Pearsall Jacks. And what he said was that the master in the art of living makes little distinction between his work and his play, his labor and his leisure, his mind and his body, his education and his recreation, his love and his religion. He hardly knows which is which. He simply pursues his vision of excellence, leaving others to decide whether he's working or playing, because for him, he's always doing both. So to me, this is the way to achieve fulfillment in life. We're a combination of our ancestors passed down through our genetics, the culture that we have, the environment that we grew up in, and all of these things combine to give us unique individual motivational drives. And figuring out what you personally are passionate about really allows you to find activities that don't feel like work, because through these activities you're really fulfilling your true purpose in life, and this becomes your vision of excellence, and as Aristotle would say, your eudaimonia. So let me just say this was a really humbling nomination to be listed with so many great speakers in this Good Life series already is really an incredible honor for me, and certainly unexpected. So I'm really looking forward to highlighting the approach that many of the undergrads are actually already taking. So this lecture isn't going to be some ideological ideas. These are going to be practical things that actual students on campus are actually putting into their lives. So I've been absolutely inspired by the Emory undergraduates to see how they structure their lives around their passions. And I can see that they're going to go on to do great things because the way that they fulfill their own vision of excellence is just really inspiring. So I'm looking forward to sharing this approach with the audience. I really want them to leave the lecture inspired to take some time to make their own self-discoveries and figure out what their own individual passions are. I'm also going to be talking a lot about dynamic balance. So oftentimes we think of balance as kind of this static thing, this goal. When you're walking through the woods, you're on a hike, you might see this tower of rocks where each rock has been carefully stacked on top of the next. And this is actually not the kind of balance that we're built for. Our sense of balance actually comes from our neurons, and our neurons have dynamic balance. So your brain cells are built for growth and potential. And it's through this dynamic process that we can actually find our inspiration and achieve balance. So this is the kind of thing that I'm going to be challenging the audience to consider. Hi, this is Andy Kazama, and this lecture will be brought to you by Flourish Emory and the Happiness Bootcamp.